the man, you know this that ice talk. Yo. White chalk begin this ice off. What's goody? What's goody? Happy Saturday, y'all. Shout out to everybody coming into the chat. I see y'all. It's about lunchtime right now. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the channel. Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to everybody that be here on as many lives as possible. Shout out to the members. Appreciate y'all. Let me get this mic right. Make sure I'm straight. Make sure I don't want no audio being messed up. We gotta get the audio as good as possible. All right. Unpopular opinion in the building. What up, everyone? Yes, sir. All right, Casanova. What up, chat? We got more members. We back lit. Yeah, we in here. We got some stuff to go through. We're gonna have some fun today. What else we got? Shout out to members. What's the deal? AK members live at 11. You late, bro? Well, my time is 12 o'clock. I'm Eastern time. I'm EST, ET, whatever. So wherever you at, shout out to wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's lunchtime for me. But I guess this is still late for a lot of people. It's all good. Salute, G. Shout out to all the members. Adam in the building. ARP was good, my brother. Ain't shit. I'm chilling, man. I'm in good spirits. Having a great week and kicking off a great weekend. Pretty Ross in the building. Salute to you too, love. My members is in the building. My mods is in the building. Queen T, what up? Good morning, Queen. We around. How's everybody feeling, man? How's everybody getting their weekend rolling? Are y'all working? Are y'all chilling? Are y'all in the bed with y'all feet up? Are y'all on the move? Are y'all on the road? Are y'all moving around? And you just got this live playing in the background, killing time. Like, all right, I'm on the road. Let me hear what this guy ARP is going to talk about today. Let's hear what shit he going to talk about today. I do that a lot too, man. It's a digital world, man. It's not tapes and FM radio. Well, FM was digital, but nobody listening to FM radio. Ain't nobody listening to no CDs and nothing like that in the car no more. I'm in the car. I'm 99% of the time listening to YouTube. Music on YouTube as well, playlists and whatnot. But I listen to a lot of interviews. I listen to a lot of my favorite podcasts. I listen to a lot of my favorite bloggers. I catch up on a lot of my sports in the car. I'm playing ESPN radio and all that type of stuff. All my favorite sports analysts. Who are some of y'all favorite sports analysts? For me, Stephen A. Smith stands out a lot to a lot of people. I think he's probably the most popular, but he's not my favorite by far. I like Nick Wright a lot. I like Jalen Rose a lot. I like Big Perk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Max Kellerman does a great job. Who else you got? I'm gonna go blank going down the list, man. But I catch up with all my favorite sports announcers, Shannon, of course, and all these guys. Like, there's so many different sports analysts. I catch up. You know, I'm in the loop. I'm seeing these highlights from Wemby. That, speaking of the NBA, that Bucks and Sixers game, that felt like a playoff game. Dame with the Bucks and next to Giannis is looking spooky hours, looking real spooky. But the Sixers without James Harden is looking good. So shout out to Philly. Y'all probably watched that game. Y'all got a lot of confidence. Who knows what's going to happen with James Harden? But if you guys could play neck and neck like that with the Bucks without James Harden, and if you could get James Harden's energy out of there and get a couple assets back for him, I don't know. Sixers is looking good. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I don't think you guys should have these overly confident false promises to yourself. Don't start putting big amounts of money up. But you know what I'm saying? You Sixers are looking good. But the Bucks, man, Dame, 39. Dropped 39 on y'all. And what's with Giannis in this interview talking about like this is his team? Stop that, Giannis. I love the camaraderie. I love the fact that he comes on his initial like introduction to the team interview, preseason games and all that shit, saying that Giannis is the best player in the league. Giannis turns around and says like this is his team. That's all cute. Giannis, chill out. It's your fucking team. You're arguably the best player in the league. You are a champion already. He is not. Dame is Dame. We have all the respect in the world for Mr. Dame time. But it's your It's your team, Giannis. We need you to maintain. If you're a Bucks fan and if you're a Giannis fan, we want to see him maintain that killer leader attitude that he has always had. Don't change up because another alpha is there. Glad to see you have that level of help. But that's gonna be spooky hours, those guys. But back to Wemby real quick. Wemby had, that shaky start in his preseason, butterflies. Wemby's looking ridiculous. I think he's going to easily cruise his way to top 3 defensive player of the year. Top 3. He's gonna cruise to that. If he wins rookie of the year and defensive player of the year in his rookie year, his first year, ooh, it'll be dope to see things formulate around that young man to take shape as our next huge star and arguable one of the best players in the league within the next couple of years. If that happens immediate, then so be it. But Wemby is he's looking like the truth. He's still got a lot to prove, a lot to learn. Let's not let's not jump out the window too early. But Wemby's looking kind of crazy. So shout out to all my sports people in the building. I got an NFL game coming up, matter of fact. Shout out to my brother Reem, brother Ant. They caught me some tickets in December to catch a football game, an NFL game. I forget who's playing, but yeah, I got some games coming up. I'm also gonna get me some tickets to an NBA game coming. I got Chappelle tickets coming up too. Chappelle tickets go on sale if it's anywhere that either I want to go to or close by me. I'm buying them. I really feel like Chappelle is the GOAT. Chappelle to me is the greatest comedian of all time. And I'm not saying that as a new era guy. There was a long period of time where, I was looking at Eddie Murphy. If you come from the Delirious and the raw DVD days, or not even DVD, VHS days, you know what I'm saying? Eddie was my GOAT. There was a time when George Carlin was my GOAT because he talked a certain type of preference for me. You know what I'm saying? That reality that's just so over the top what people are scared to say that is comedic and then put like that comedy edge to it. George Carlin was a GOAT to me for quite some time. Overall, when it comes to like movies and stand-up comedy and TV, my GOAT is Martin Lawrence, 100%. But when you got your Kevin Hart's today, he's like a mogul. He's a mega machine. He's one of the biggest. I think he is the biggest comedian, numbers wise, and all that, accolades wise, success wise of all time. Shout out to Kevin Hart, one of our goats. You got your Richard Pryors. You got a lot of people that open the gates. But if you encompass every area of, every era of comedy to me, it's Dave Chappelle. He is the absolute GOAT. Even the Kevin Harts of the world, they speak on like, watching his shows and what they call in that industry taking notes or something, like taking class, which is you sitting in front of another, comedian and like kind of like studying. And he said him, and I forget when he told the story, him and another major level comedian was watching Dave Chappelle, and they both looked at each other like, it's him. He is the one. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. And his last joint that dropped on Netflix, I think Closer, he closed out that whole series beautifully, i.e. Closer. Dave Chappelle is the GOAT, and he's on tour right now. And even the dope thing about him being on tour right now is I'm not even seeing a lot of his I haven't seen any clips from his current tour go online. I haven't seen any pieces. I haven't seen the bootlegs or nothing like that going around. I believe he's doing his show in that type of situation where you got to put like your cell phone either in a lockbox or in a lock bag or something like that. They can carry it with you. And if you take it out or whatever, you can be kicked out of the show. I know today we live connected to our phones, but me personally, I'm an 80s baby. I can sit in a fucking concert or a show or a movie without looking at my damn phone for an hour or two. So that's not going to kill me at all. But yeah, I got some Chappelle tickets coming up. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm moving around, a lot going on. So once again, shout out to everybody that's tuned in on a Saturday. I know y'all see the title, the Sorry is True topics. We got like 3 Sorry is True topics or 2 Sorry is True topics. And this is the first time I'm doing a live where I'm going to play content that I'm going to react to and that I'm actually talking about. So instead of just having a topic and talking about it, I'm going to show the topic and I'm going to show the video and then we're going to talk through it together. So everybody remembers my blogging days where basically everything that I dropped was edited. I made sure that I recorded my video. I edited out some of the fluff. I added clips. I added video footage and documents and everything, and to empower and make my points and all that type of stuff. I don't really do edited blogs anymore. Number one, I don't have the time because you got to record, then you got to edit, then you got to export, then you got to upload. I do this live. I don't got to do nothing. Once this is done, it's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then I could set it to private or members only for the members if I want for a couple days, and then release it to the rest of the subscribers after that. It's all seamless for me. I just don't have the time to do all that editing like I used to. And also doing lives, it enables me to rock out with y'all. So now instead of y'all just, me being in the comments, I used to do that a lot. Old blogs. I used to, upload my videos, jump into the comments, and then react to people or comment to people or answer people there. That within itself is time consuming. But now we're all here together, rocking out on a channel live. And I've been doing lives for feels like a couple of years now. But yeah, I ain't going back to editing unless it's something real important where I really need to show off some shit. And yeah, we're gonna start getting into putting some of these videos up as we're going. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some fun with that. I'm not the first to do that. If you watch people like DJ Academics, for example, he does that all the time. A couple other bloggers that do that. You got the DJ Ghost of the world and whatnot. I'm far from the first person that does that, but it is a lane that I want to start to creep into, enhance my lives and enhance what we could actually check out together, have some fun like that. So, all right. The first thing that I wanted to say is I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and he gave a shout out to somebody of our culture and our community. And when I say our culture and our culture and our community is always going to be hip hop. A lot of hip hop heads in here. Hip hop is a culture, not just a music form. But I'm talking about battle rap in this particular case. From our battle rap community, somebody that has some harsh news, that is going through something very, very heavy. And battle rap is real small. So when we go through stuff, we try to congregate. We try to show love and support to each other. When we lost Pat Stay, almost all of us came out to express and show love to the family and show love for Pat Stay and continue to honor his name. Some of us were involved in doing videos for him and exclusives, and people were sending money, and King of the Dot organized an event for him. So we try to show love to our fallen, or our folks that have certain new DNA recently lost his mother. A lot of us, if you know him, contacted him, people called him, people text him, DM him. There's a strong support system for him online, which I even see enables him to still be outside in the midst of battle rap, because you feel it's a comfort zone. So when you're going through something like that, and I see DNA still doing interviews, still at events, and some of the first things that they're saying in his interview is, condolences. He's able to even be outside in the midst of battle rap energy, because battle rap energy is giving him a safe place. And I think that's beautiful that we do that. We try to uphold our own. For this one right here, it was said on Joe Budden's podcast a couple days ago. But online, I don't see it that public. So I'm going to kind of toe the line, and I'm not going to say his name, because I don't know if there's a privacy element to it. For all I know, the news made its way to Joe Budden's podcast, and maybe within the battle rap culture, it's not really like that yet, because we would be reacting to something before Joe Budden, so to speak, because we are the ones on the ground within our battle rap culture. So because I haven't seen that too much yet, unless I'm out the loop, I'm going to be careful in case there's still privacy around it. But homie, you know who you are. People that watch the Joe Budden podcast know who I'm talking about. And I DM'd you this, and I also want to say here on camera, and we're going to continue to support you. It's a very, it's tough to hear news like that. I'm fucking wailing up as I'm fucking saying this shit a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Right here live with y'all. Like this is me. But it's tough. I know it's tough to get news like that. And life hits us from all different types of angles, G. And I want you to understand that type of fight is the ultimate fight. It's the ultimate fight. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you could do a lot of credit to yourself and to your loved ones by now showing the fight that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no escaping around that. It's like, for example, I'm falling on hard times, right? And my bills is catching up with me or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I could make a call. and I could be yanked out of that situation. I could go to sleep today fucked up. I could wake up in the morning and my boys could send me some bread and I could be right out of that situation. When you have like a major loss or major health thing that hits, there's no overnight fix. It's a fight. It's a fight. And homie, this it could be one of the toughest, if not the toughest fight of your life. And you do have support here in the battle rap culture. And that is hopefully when you can come to terms, if you haven't already, you start to turn towards the understanding that the way that I could really get through this is the mentality of ain't shit gonna beat me. You ain't gonna beat me. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why I wear this. I mean, I never spoke about this in 10 years. But if you watch a lot of our events, I purposefully have even gave out events where we did stage passes. I use pink wristbands. Like if you go watch like one of our biggest battles, go watch Hitman versus Bill Collector. You see them wearing pink wristbands, even the battlers. You see people on stage that bought stage passes. When you come to the door, I get a door girl pink wristbands to put on them for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So like I take that shit very, very personal. Very, 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 very personal. You know what I'm saying? I got a real, real side to me that really wells up to this type of stuff, man. I hate it. 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 But you got support, homie. And go ahead and knock them out. Go ahead and knock them out. You know what I'm saying? Like this. You got this. You got this, G. So you're one of our own, man, and we're gonna be here to support you. We're gonna be here to support you. Ah, damn, I gotta get off of that. I gotta get off of that. Um, yeah, that shit hit me, man. That shit all the time, man. I got a real spot for that shit. It's personal for me. It's personal for me. Um, before I pull up my shared screen shit and I get into the sorry is true shit, I want to give a big shout out to and it's gonna help me change my mind. I want to give a big shout out to Hitman Holla and Ill Will. Yo, million views. Not just a million view battle. I know those become like the marker in battle rap where it's just like, you're not the man unless you could do a million views, or a million views becomes our staple, our gold standard, our platinum plaque in battle rap. Truth be told, in the world of YouTube, a million views isn't really a lot, but in battle rap, it is. I was in my phone earlier. I said that I play music through YouTube on my phone in the car, right? Last week I'm driving. I just happened to put on an Eminem playlist, and it got to Rap God. And instead of seeing the M next to it, it was a B. I was like, oh shit. Like I don't even see the B's too often on YouTube, but they're out there. Eminem, of all people, Eminem, right? But his Rap God video, it's got a billion plus views. You know what I'm saying? So million views. There's a lot of channels that we don't see them a lot because they're not in our preference. They're not the type of shit that we watch. I see a lot of these channels. Some of them I've done homework on. Million views is not a lot on YouTube at all. And battle rap is a huge thing though. It's one of the reasons because our industry isn't that big. We gotta call a spade a spade. But it is a big marker and achievement when battles and battle rap videos hit a million views. And Ill Will and Hitman, y'all will be one of few to do it in 2023. Actually, that have just done it. You got, of course, your Hitman and your Easy. You got your Easy and Geechee. You now have your Hitman and your Ill Will. I think Mook and Big K has an opportunity to get there before the year's over. I think Charlie Clips and Rosenberg Raw has an opportunity to get there before the year's over. If I remember, things like Easy and Reed is up there. And I don't go around and do homework on other channels or nothing like that. I just notice what's really out there moving a lot just as a fan and as a part of the culture. For all I know, I'm missing a bunch of battles. Could be 10 other battles that's about to hit a million. But Ill Will and Hitman, y'all are one of them for 2023. And y'all are the first Blue Room battle to hit a million views. It's crazy that the Blue Room is so popular, but the last main event to happen, the last card that goes down in the Blue Room produces the first million view battle, right? I know that's an accolade for a nigga like Hitman and Ill Will. He be like, yo, I'm the last one. So why I gotta be the first one to hit a mill? What happened to everybody else? Nigga like Hitman is like, you see? Y'all niggas be trying to sleep on me and shit on me of who I am and what I do. And you gotta give it to the guy. And Ill Will being half of that equation because you don't have a classic battle without two of them. doing what they did. And yeah, y'all just crossed the mill, so that's dope. Shout out to y'all on that one. And we're gonna continue to push. And I'll get to some other RBE updates towards the end. But for now, I want to get to my first sorry is true topic. I'm gonna try to switch up my view right now. I've never done this before, so stay with me if I fuck this up technically. I never did this before, but let me go to this. All right, can y'all? Well, I know that y'all can see my new screen setup here. Cool. So I'm in the bottom right corner now. You got YouTube in the back. Dope. But if I play this, can you hear it? I'm gonna need y'all to help me out in the chat just to make sure that we good money. Let me hit play on this and make sure that y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that in the chat? Did y'all hear the audio when I just played like that quick 2 seconds of the YouTube video? I just want to make sure that the audio was good. Through the scope says nah. No. Damn, what the fuck? All right. How do I figure this out now? I gotta figure that out now. No audio. Okay, appreciate y'all. I gotta figure that out. How the fuck do we get that audio now to play through what y'all are catching right now live with me? That sucks. I'm gonna give it. I'm not gonna hold y'all for too long. I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. After that, we're gonna go without it. But 825 in the chat only. 100 like, yeah, y'all get them likes up. Y'all hit that like, but I never remind myself to say that. Get them likes up, get that them likes up, and get them shares up, y'all. I'm gonna spend 2 minutes trying to figure this out on the fly with y'all. If I can't figure it out, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna get to the topics in the title, and I'm gonna get to my sorry is true shit. Play it on your phone. I mean, unpopular opinion, that would be a quick fix right now, band-aid for me to just play it here like this. What I'm trying to get up right now, because y'all can see the visual, if y'all can't hear it, until I figure that out, that's gonna be how y'all could watch the shit with me. And we could talk all I got some major shit to talk with y'all if we could fucking hear this shit together. So damn. Let me spend 5 seconds. Turn on support your league on all platforms. Appreciate you doing. I'm gonna get to my supers as well, of course. Shit. Turn on the shadow audio for StreamYard. Turn on the shadow audio for StreamYard. What's the shadow audio? All right, hold on. Let me try to see what he's talking about for that. Settings, audio. Turn on the shadow audio. Turn on the shadow audio. I don't see that here in StreamYard when I go under settings. Virtual back? No, of course it's not that. General. I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes, y'all, and I'm also gonna see the chat because some of y'all are smarter than me when it comes to this. StreamYard and shit. Proper Context Media had the answer. Let me find Proper Context Media, and this is why it's worth doing it with y'all because some of y'all know more than me. Where's Proper Context Media? Trying to find what Complex Media said in the chat. I can't find you. I can't find you. Can't find you. Shared what? Trying to find it. I'm looking at the bottom of the chat right now. So even copy or paste it or unplug your refrigerator and restart the computer. You're a fool, G. Support your lead on all platforms. Thank you, Dwayne. I'm looking in the comments. I don't see restart the microwave and turn on your AC. They trolling in the chat. Where's avocado when you need them? Real talk. Where the fuck you at, Avo? You got the audio not working. We blame Avo. Three times a charm. Shout out to D Brown again. Thank you for this. Okay. Shout out to Battle Rap Queendom in the building. My mods in the building. I'm gonna give it one more minute, y'all. One more minute. How the fuck do I get the audio for this bitch playing? How the fuck do we get the audio for this bitch to play? See, I'm playing it right now, and I know y'all can't hear the audio, right? I know y'all didn't hear the audio just now while I was playing it. Shared audio. Oh, shared audio, not shadow audio. Duh, I should have fucking interpreted the right words. Shared audio. All right, so if I go to... So right now I got screen share on. Let me stop the screen share. Right? I'm even gonna put myself back to just full. Now, if we do share screen again, and we just add back... Oh, wait. To share audio, share the tab on screen instead. To share audio, share a tab on screen instead. Okay, I think I know what he's talking about now. Copy that. I think y'all put me in the right direction, and then the rest of it was just fucking reading is fundamental. I think. All right, so let's try this real quick. We might have figured this out on the fly together as RBE fan. We might have figured this out. Let's try this. All right, share screen, share tab, boom. Also share audio. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right, now let me see if I get my view back. Can I get my view back? Oh shit. All right, final test. Is to test the... Wait. All right, yeah. Final test is to test the audio and let me know if y'all can hear it.
Now confirmed that the suspect in the
main
mass shooting, Robert Card.
Y'all hear it now? All right, let's try now. Niggas, we can put in the chat, RBE Geek Squad. Clifton, you hilarious for that shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let's go. You good now? All right, bet. Yeah, the RBE Geek Squad. I never came off like no fucking Pablo Escobar, right? I got some intelligence about me a little bit, and then we got some intelligent people that kind of bridge together here on the channel. You know, I know we got a couple trolls, but we got some intelligent folk, you know what I'm saying? So we figured that out. Yo, we're gonna be saying that for a couple lives now. The RBE, shout out to the RBE Geek Squad. All right. All right, let's go back to this real quick.
Fox News has now confirmed that the suspect in the main mass shooting, Robert Card, has been found dead. We're going to have a lot more on this later in the show. But before we get back to it, let me give you a few of the details. They're a little sketchy at this time. All 18 victims have now been identified by authorities.
18.
The shelter-in-place order, as everyone knows, has been lifted.
18. I saw this the other day, and I wanted to go live immediately, and I was just like, damn. And I left it alone. And it was saying at first like over 20, but they've confirmed now 18, and I believe it was multiple locations. 18 people.
Among them was a married couple in their 70s, a father and his 14-year-old son, 4 adults associated with...
Okay, I'm about to block you. The reason why I'm about to block you is because you only called him a coward. Coward is too good of a word to call this motherfucker. He's not a coward. He's something a billion times worse. A billion times worse. Sarcasm, in case I'm going off anybody's head. Shout out to K. Coward, is way worse. It's way worse.
With the Maine Educational Center for the Deaf, a gun, note, cell phone belonging to the suspect found earlier today by the police Divers, sonar equipment searched the river near where the suspect's car was found abandoned Wednesday night, near where apparently he had a boat. And a press conference now will be held, I guess, sometime early tomorrow morning and going forward. Anyway, police, to their credit, working through the many, many hundreds of tips from people around them. But let me repeat, the suspect in this main shooting has now been confirmed as dead. We'll have more details to follow throughout the night. Hey, Sean Hannity.
Okay, so this is my first question. You know how we tend to toil, I shouldn't say the word toil because there are times where it's very, very justifiable, especially in the urban community, black community, hip hop community, right? We don't wish jail on people. I don't go into that mantra. You know how people would be like, I never wish jail on my worst enemy and all that type of shit. I don't think that those people have encountered it hitting that close to home. Like, let's use like R. Kelly, for example, right? If you felt that R. Kelly was a rapist, and if you felt that he was found guilty of what he deserved to be found guilty of, you know what I'm saying? See, the thing about R. Kelly, let me take a step back. You know, when you talk about these situations with man, woman, we know that sometimes they can have a lot of gray area. You know, I got homeboys of mine that, you know, they got involved in legal situations because we know how that goes. We've had people from our own culture, battlers, bloggers, fans that have been in situations with women that have come into the news, so to speak. And some of them was like false, some of them is gray, some of them is just, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we know that it's not black and white when you have these domestic disputes, right? For a lot of times, that's why men are scared to death if a woman just cries out saying that, yo, he hit me or he threatened me. Men are scared to death of that shit, right? Because a woman could just pull the trigger like that so easily on a man, and the court system as well as the legal system, they really, really cater towards women in that respect. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's use R. Kelly now. The reason why people don't give a fuck about R. Kelly, and people other than diehard R. Kelly fans ain't jumping out the window and saying that even though he was found guilty, you know, nah, we still there for him. The reason why is, number one, there was a video that came out with dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how young or old some of y'all in this chat or this live with me. There's a fucking video that came out on a dude. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to be embarrassed by yourself. It doesn't make you a freak. It doesn't make you crazy. If when that shit came out, what was it, the 90s or some shit? If you happen to take a look at that shit, it's okay. Don't look in the mirror and be like something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But I know that anybody that saw any video clips or any pictures around that time, which was the whole fucking world, to be honest, let's keep it 1,000. Those fucking VHS tapes were selling on the street corners in Manhattan. The R. Kelly sex tape and all that type of shit, selling up and down Canal Street and all that type of shit. Like, it was everywhere. Everybody that's seen those pictures or saw a clip or saw the tape or saw a video says that's a little fucking girl, guilty, right? And then the rest of the shit over time was just like shit that you just can't duck, right? When there's that much evidence right in front of you, when things become black and white, then it's just like, no, there's no gray area for you to dance in anymore. You are 100% guilty. Even if I gave you benefit of the doubt, I can't ignore black and white shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a video in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So R. Kelly isn't the person that I hear people saying, I don't wish jail on him. And if you still fit that mantra, right? If that was your daughter in that video, I'm pretty sure you would wish one or two things, death or jail. If I can't get to you and the legal system got to you, fuck it, let you stay there. But you wouldn't be out here crying free R. Kelly because I don't live by that code, even though he raped my daughter. So I be thinking a lot of people just saying shit because they think it sounds cool and that's the way we talk in the hood. No snitching. Have you been involved in any illegal activity? No, you have not. Stop running around with all this stop snitching shit. You've never done a single fucking thing to break the law except for fucking go over 75 miles per hour in a 65 speed zone. That's all you've ever done to break the law. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we carry these symbolisms around and these mantras around, these mind frames around, and they're ignorant as fuck. I'll be the first to fucking say, put this nigga underneath the jail if he didn't die. All this, I don't wish jail your worst enemy shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You sound stupid. So now that they're saying he is dead, now let me now crack into the not the jail one, but when it's okay to, I don't want to say support death, I don't even want to say wish death. I would just say happily accepted. Or maybe not even happily. I would say settlement accepted, right? They're saying this guy's dead, right? Are y'all in the chat saying good for you? Are you saying, damn, you only get to live once? How do y'all feel? Because I just feel like we gotta break, we gotta stop that shit. The man killed 18 innocent people. We gotta break these fucking, we can't do this shit. The motherfucker didn't deserve, he didn't deserve to live. He didn't. He didn't. Nobody deserves to have that. A bowling alley. Imagine you in a bowling alley having you could be there with your family. They said that there was a kids tournament going on in there. I don't even know the age ranges of some of his victims. I don't even want to look at that. All I know is the count, the 18. I don't even want to look at the age ranges. But imagine there's kids in it too. So there was a kids tournament going down in the bowling alley. Guy walked in there with a fucking rifle. With a rifle. You got people in there on a random date. Take shorty out to bowl. Beautiful first date spot. You got people in there, family activities. You got people in there betting and having a good time. People out there getting away. Like, you know what? Let me get out the house. What can I do? Something that I love to do because I'm stressed out. I love to bowl. Got kids in there having a good time. You got birthday celebrations there. Some random motherfucker walks in there with a fucking rifle. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck, no sympathy. When people, when there's just things that you can do in life that if you end up in jail or if you end up in the grave, there's no sympathy for it. We can't have sympathy for these type of people. We can't say, I don't wish this on my worst, and none of that shit. No, he deserves to be there and behind those four walls. There's just certain shit that I don't want to hear that humane shit when it comes to that. We can't do that. We can't fucking do that. This guy is fucking disgusting. And when I see the whole like, wow, we wish he would have saw justice, he would have had his time in front of. I literally saw. That's what really kind of prompted this topic for me. I literally saw some of that shit. Like, I kind of wish he had his opportunity in front of. Because you know what? Want to know why I think I saw that? I'm understanding it as I'm saying it. I don't agree with it, but I'm understanding it. I think people do that because they think that when people do shit like this, they want the attention. They want to be martyrs, right? They possibly end up killing themselves and leaving behind a note, right? They know they're going to end up in movies possibly or end up in the news, or there's going to be little Jimmy running around that's fucking 13 years old, wants to be like this guy, thinks that it's cool because he fucking plays Call of Duty all day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got that martyr side to them. They want to be martyrs. They want to be remembered. They didn't get attention their whole fucking life. And that they do something like that, there's somebody that they're trying to get to where they're like, I bet you fucking pay attention to me now. That's what they really fucking want. That's what they fucking want. You got these motherfuckers standing in front of 20 cops with their guns drawn on them, like, put it down, mother. You know what I'm saying? And some of them motherfuckers have done it on live before. I'm about to go out, y'all. Cause I ain't going out. Watch this, y'all. They commit suicide by cops. You know what I'm saying? They up their gun to 20 cops knowing they about to get fucking sprayed the fuck up. They commit suicide in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's why people be turning around and be like, if he killed himself or if he didn't die under terms, like let's say a victim's family member or somebody got to him, which probably did not fucking happen. That's what motherfuckers be like, I wish he had his day in front of the judge. No, because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people, I can't speak for y'all. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna speak for myself. If you come up to me right now, if God comes down right now and stands in front of me and says, I'm giving you one of two options. You either die right now or you go to jail right now. That's one of the easiest decisions ever for me. I'm die, leave. Why? Put me in jail. I'd rather live there than nowhere. And I know I might have just offended some people. I apologize because some people, you know, the afterlife and all that type of stuff. But just stay with me on the point, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you give me an opportunity to die or to go to jail, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail, even in reacting in certain circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Or if you give me the decision, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. So if I say, like, if he's dead, but I would have rather him have his moment in front of a judge to be judged and put in jail because he possibly left on his own terms. No, now I just disagree with that because I feel like death is the greater toll to pay, and he don't belong here. He don't belong in jail, either reforming or speaking to people or having some clout or being in the news and watching himself on the news and reading about himself and all that type. He don't deserve that shit. He don't deserve that shit. Get this cop, get this nigga the fuck out of here, son. I don't live by those codes. I don't live by those. Hey, Sandy says, lock me up. See what I'm saying? Lock me up. Lock me up. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I'm glad we're not seeing the sympathy in this chat, but we addressing that. We're not doing that. We are not fucking doing that. Motherfuckers playing GTA in real life. I could spawn off into a whole nother topic if y'all really wanted to about gun control. But man, that's a deep topic because I have a lot of what I believe would be good, what shouldn't change, what could help, what won't help, or whatever. I mean, getting your hand on a gun ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up with guns. We kids had guns. Adults have guns. Certain states sell your gun. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is pass a fucking surface level background check, and 30 minutes later, you walking out of Dick's Sporting Goods with a gun. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just like, it depends on where you live. It depends on your background, all that type of shit. Getting a gun ain't about shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the people control, but you can't control people. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what a motherfucker's gonna wake up with tomorrow or today. You never know what a nigga's going to sleep with tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could just wake up with this shit. Somebody could do it for attention. Somebody could do it because they want to use it as a form of suicide. Somebody could do it because they loosen their fucking mind. Somebody could do it for all types of reasons. Somebody do it out of revenge, out of passionate crime, all types of shit, B. Well, so you can't predict that. You can't control that. You can't control that. But I guess it'd be the capacity. That's why even out in California, I think they had to get rid of certain capacity magazines. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, all you're really telling me is that if you end up being this motherfucker, instead of having 30 rounds in the magazine, I want you to have 8 rounds in the magazine. I want to reduce the amount of people that you can kill. That is a help, I guess, to a degree, right? But it's just such a finicky spot. And even these fucking politicians, they can't fully attack gun control the way some of them might feel personally, because gun rights and gun law is something that these people have to cater to. If you get gun activists and people that stand with certain amendments or whatever, you will not win your political race or your political campaign. Gun rights is something that is here for a while. You know what I'm saying? They'll just dance around certain things and change certain things. And sometimes they'll even use certain excuses to play with you. And it's not even about the control. Like, I'm not a conspiracy theory person, but after that, I was in New York during 9/11. I was there for 9/11. I'll get into that story another time. But post 9/11, you know what I'm saying? I remember when you walk down into the fucking subways and there was cops there sometimes at the bottom of these subway staircases. They got these tables out and they could randomly stop people after 9/11, and they had the right to ask you to empty out your fucking bag or your purse or your pockets on that table. Does that make any fucking sense? No, at all. Doesn't make any sense, because when you talk about like the New York subway system, you talk about like 1 million people going in and out of that shit every fucking day. And one cop could be at this particular fucking subway station at the corner of 42nd and Broadway and decide, one every 5,000 people that walks past me per fucking minute, I'm going to decide to stop this person and check their bag. The other fucking million people got by. No, you were doing that as a form of control. You were doing that to show face. You were doing that to show strength. You were doing that to exercise presence. You were doing that to reduce rights, per se. You see what I'm saying? So there's no way that you do that for real gun control. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't want to open up this can of worms. I could go crazy on the whole gun thing. But fuck this guy. I have no sympathy for the fact that he was found fucking dead. I missed this the other day. I'm not a guy that really can always get on something as soon as it drops to come rock with y'all and tell y'all how I feel and see how y'all feel. But we caught up. And in this chat, at least, I see that we on at least a similar page with this motherfucker. Fuck him. Fuck him. Disgusting. Disgusting. All right, I got another one that I'm going to share. But before I share that, I'm gonna go into A Verb and Math Hoffa, and then I'm gonna do the Vada Fly after that. All right, let's go into A Verb and Math Hoffa. A Verb story. I'll do that first. And this is all spinning off of I just watched some of the segments that dropped with A Verb on Math Hoffa, MEO. Shout out to Math, shout out to Verb putting on. Shout out to Math for continuing to open his platform to where the fuck he's from, where we all know him from. Battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the ground. Don't ever change. Be the same person. Open up your platform to a misfit or a knowledge or a K-Shine or a Verb, or you know what I'm saying? Like all of that is so dope. Swave is there now. Looks like Swave is like one of the hosts now, one of the co-hosts. If that's like a permanent situation, whatever, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like these are my guys up there. Like I'm like, oh, I cut it on. You see Verb there, you see Math there, you see Swave there. These are my niggas. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's dope to see. But yeah, that last segment, I see Verb went into a little bit more detail about his issues, not just with URL, but even specifically with Beasley, you know. And this ain't no tag team thing or whatever. I have my issues with URL that will never impact or never have anything to do with Verb. You know, he's never going to be a part of my case. He's never going to be a part of all the sabotage. Well, actually, he was part of sabotage over the past years. But there's a lot of things that have happened to RBE that Verb has nothing to do with. You know, the situation that Verb talks about with Swamp and whatnot. I have nothing to do with that. It's not my business. You know what I'm saying? But as I was watching that, it's funny too, because I see certain narratives around Verb now. I see people, and I spoke about some of this before when I spoke about, let's not forget how me and Verb fell out in a prior live. I think that was real important, you know, because people only live in the current. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get on my live and remind people, regardless how you feel about RBE, regardless how you feel about Verb, remember why we fell out. We didn't just fall out because me and him fell out because of this coincidental third party URL, right? Don't forget why we got to where we got to. So I just want to remind y'all of a quick story, because when people create these new narratives of like this is an ARP and a Verb thing, no, Verb is his own man. Verb is not a pussy nigga like that. Verb is not gonna get on spaces every day and ride on whoever, especially if it's somebody that he can earn money with for no other nigga. Verb is not a coward like that. I wouldn't respect Verb if he was in spaces every day doing that shit. Who the fuck am I? Verb don't look at me like some oppressor or nothing like that. Verb looks at me like his peer. We're both grown ass fucking men. You know what I'm saying? If Verb say something that I ain't fucking with, I ain't going, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that narrative is, I think, because he just appeared on RBE, and because he promoted the fuck out of his A-Ward battle, and because he had business that he never had before, and because he went through certain things recently with URL that he's not going for and that he's putting his foot down about, I think people's trying to correlate the, oh, well, they have something in common. Is the enemy of my enemy? No, this is not that. Let me remind y'all of something, because if y'all, and you want to, I can't change people's opinions sometimes. Like, you could be welcome to the false realities all you want. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep that same energy then. Because if we're going to keep the energy of like, you know what, I feel like Verb is only doing this for ARP, or you know what I'm saying, he's doing this for RBE. Let me remind y'all of a quick story. And I did speak about the fallout again. I reminded y'all of like ARP and Verb's fallout in a recent live, right? Just for the short memories, take one step back. There's one thing about me. I don't know if outside of Verb you've ever seen me threaten somebody or whatever on social media or on camera, whatever. It's something that I grew up with, and I'm not going to go into some of my background around it. I don't play with threats. I don't threaten people, and I'm not even going to speak about who I am if you threaten me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to get it. It's just, it's hard for me to explain without giving you details that I just don't want to put on camera. You know what I'm saying? Verb threatened me in that shit. And threats happen every fucking day on social media. You're not even really supposed to take social media threats that serious. But I just have a different background and experiences and things that happen in my life about threats. I don't play with them. I don't play with them. I beg people, don't threaten me. Please. Don't threaten me. And don't make me believe you. Please. Like, I don't want to, please. Quick story, quick reminder. We're going through what me and Verb is going through. RBE releases the A Verb versus Iron Solomon trailer. I get online, I start promoting the trailer. Verb starts saying a couple things. It's only but so many tweets before now me and Verb collide, right? On Twitter, right in front of everybody. So we collide. And he's saying things in my direction. I'm saying things in his direction. We start calling each other out. He starts putting shit on my name. Things like let's be clear. I'm only getting booked for Surf. I mean for Mook because Surf didn't work out. I mean, that's not true. But he's taking shots. He's taking shots as he should be at that time. He's taking shots because we going at it. Just so happens to be we're doing it in public right here on Twitter and somewhere where we're both lame for doing. You know what I'm saying? But we're taking shots. So he's saying shit like that to me, and I'm saying shots back his way. But don't forget about this. Blah blah blah. Hitman. Blah blah. We taking shots, and I think he got to a point where my shots he took it to the next level. I don't think he liked some of the shit I was saying. Maybe I was winning the tweet war. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga says, well, how about when I see you, I'll break your jaw? That's what Verb tweeted me. I like, oh shit. Like, I'm telling you, like, I really wish I could tell you why I am the way I am with that shit. I really wish I could. And we had some tweets after that. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna try to remind y'all of every tweet. There was even a tweet after that where I tweeted him back and I'm like, why don't we do this? Why don't you still fly to wherever we was doing events? I think New York. Why don't you still fly to New York? Why don't me and you lock into one of the hotel rooms? I'll book your hotel room, but lock into the hotel room for a couple minutes. We'll come out and then we'll both get on stage and still do the battle. You know, we tweeting shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To each other. I'm pretty sure he meant what he said, and I damn sure meant what the fuck I said. But just a little background, like, I didn't see the world saying this is all this fallout, all this history that ARP and RBE and Aver built together. You know what I'm saying? Now this party is coming between them, playing divide and conquer with this battle that the whole world wants to see. Ironically, all of a sudden, Aver versus Loaded Lux. I didn't see this narrative. People turned on me at that time because people want to see that battle so much. I had literally people defending bad business in interviews and blogs. Some of the biggest battle rappers were on 15 Minutes of Fame. Hip Hop Is Real, and again, because it was big news. Uncle Ra and Knowledge asking people, "What do you think about Verb and ARP?" And they'd be like, "Well, you know, he gave back the deposit, so you know it's all good." And I'm just sitting there watching, like, y'all really think that this is how business goes? Like, I could set up a whole event, invest all this money, and because somebody else wants you to battle Loaded Lux all of a sudden, allegedly, and blah blah blah, you could just return my and then my whole event gets collapsed. And I watched people back that. I watched everybody go anti-ARP, go anti-RBE. ARP, you just sit down and hold this L, because right now all we care about is getting a chance to see Verb versus Loaded Lux. Whole culture fucked me over. I was just like, wow. Logical people might have been on my phone like, yeah, it's fucked up. Other than that, as a culture, y'all made me walk with that L. I didn't hear none of that fucking narrative of like, damn, like, you know, Aver want to really just doing this because of URL or nothing like that. Nah, y'all didn't give me that. So now when it just so happens where this man has a gripe with these other people for some of the shit that don't even involve me, actually, these claims have nothing to do with me. As far as like why that's not my battery. That's not even, you know what I'm saying? Swamping or like, it's just y'all moving the way you move and the person involved isn't going. Keep that same energy now. I don't hear y'all sticking up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. And that's why I like to remind y'all of history and remind y'all of certain stories. You know what I'm saying? And remind y'all of like why that shit happened in the first place. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna sit around and let y'all create bullshit narratives without at least giving you some reminders and some history so that you, if you smart enough, you could reapply some better logic. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody fucking calling Verb and that, blah, blah, blah. The man is who he is. The man has done this to me. I've been on the opposite end of this before from Verb. Okay. So for the same people that I'd be like, yo, ARP put him up to this. I dealt with this from Verb before. You know what I'm saying? I was a guy too that had to sit there for X amount of time. There just wasn't no spaces yet. Lucky for me. If Verb had his own YouTube channel at the time and was on spaces at the time, Jesus Christ, he probably would have folded like 30% of my fucking sales. Let's be truthful, folks. Let's be real, folks. And if you can't be truthful, if you can't be real, at least be able to accept some logic. Okay. Shout out to Verb. Matt Hoffa. I don't got anything recent or for drama related to why I said let me just drop a quick Math Hoffa story. I just think it's a reminder, and I want to formulate it in the sense of giving math flowers, because like I said earlier, I think it's real dope that math still keeps battle rappers on that platform. I know the platform is open to me. I'll go up there at any time. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate Math for that. I think Math wants to work with Hitman as well. Hitman and Math, y'all need to make that happen. That'd be dope. I think Math and Hitman in front of each other, I think they will have some very, very interesting questions for each other. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm pushing for it. That's why I'm doing this little subtopic right here. I'm pushing for it because I'm called spade a spade. I'm gonna be real. Math and Hitman haven't gotten fully along for a while as two of our legends. Behind the scenes, they ain't really fuck with each other. They recently bumped into each other, and it was all love. It was cool. Shook hands. They was able to, blah blah. Yeah, pass. You know what I'm saying? And what's dope about when you have situations like that is just like if you have like where you're like, I don't fuck with this nigga and I don't fuck with that nigga neither, right? And then let's say like y'all don't fuck with each other and one person goes up, one person stays down. If y'all cross paths, it's a lot of gray areas still. It's a lot of gray areas still, right? And I don't want to fully break down why, but that's how life is. That's how human nature is. That's how people are sometimes, unfortunately. But Math and Hitman, they didn't really fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? Hitman continues to go on and become who he's becoming or who he became. Math goes on to be one of the most successful podcasters, saying it, and God knows I don't even know the fucking demographic to say. Could be the world, I would say that numbers wise he got that. It could be like the country. Either way, he's one of them. So then it was like we didn't fuck with each other, and then we both still came up here, and now we cross paths. That be the energy, like, yo, y'all see what you actually, congratulations. Yeah, you too, bro. Oh, the past, I just made $1 million last year. Me and you, it wasn't about nothing, the issue that we had. It's all good. You ain't really do nothing to me that crazy. I ain't really do nothing to you neither, blah, blah. Yo, boom. But their past, I think, is dope to put on camera. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a dope seg. And if you know Math would bring up that topic because he knows it would be great content. But Hitman sharp on his feet. So a Hitman is gonna fucking react in a way on camera, on the spot to that question, and they're gonna get into start breaking down why they had their fallout and shit. And I know about some of it, and I think they have a difference of opinion of why they fell out. And I've had conversations with both of them, and believe me when I say Holla and Math, y'all don't even have the same reasons why y'all think y'all fell out. So, and I'm not going back and forth and playing them and telling with other. Nah. So if y'all do MEO, if y'all go over that right there, y'all will hash it out, and y'all will be like, oh, y'all be expressing new shit to each other. It'll be so dope, man. Because y'all two battle rap titans to do that together. So I hope that y'all can make that work out. But back to Math specifically. Flowers moment once again. This is in our documentary also. So anybody that saw this documentary, if you didn't, it's on the channel. It looks like this. This is the thumbnail of it. If you go search it on channel, once again, shout out to Rap Products. It's like over an hour long. They put together that documentary for us, and it was just so honoring to have because we didn't ask for it, we didn't pay for it. It came out of the blue. Shit made my fucking skin crawl. because he's so detailed. He did his homework, the way he narrated it. He goes all the way back to the beginning. It's just a beautiful piece of work to see somebody put together on your company's history and legacy. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that, please go check that out. But for those that have watched that documentary or some of the old blogs from like 2013, 2014, that's probably still on the channel, it's still there. I broke down the story of RBE's inception. Now, there's multiple reasons why RBE started. Little pieces here, and that's how things happen in the world. It doesn't have to just be one thing. It could be this plus this occurrence plus this happening plus this person says this plus this person does that plus this fucking timing right here and this situation over here, or this person quits his job and wants to be an entrepreneur now, and all this stuff just happens to come together at this moment and say RBE is being created, right? But one of those elements in there is Math Hoffa and Swave Seva. And I've spoke on this, before, and it's in that documentary because he did his homework. For those that know some of my history, first I was a blogger, right, before a league owner. And then I got into working with Star from the Star Report. Shout out to Star. See Star out there still doing his thing and kicking ass. He had a company called Battle Rap Media, and I partnered into it short term. And then one of the battles that I wanted to do underneath Battle Rap Media was Math Hoffa versus Swave Seva. I was always huge on that battle. Even behind the scenes, those guys even tried to make the battle happen amongst themselves, I believe, like in a more creative way, like some Mortal Kombat type of meet on the corner type of shit, I think was like the idea that they were sharing. They never did it. Matter of fact, one of them might have told me that they did it and never dropped it. I got to ask him about that. But anyway, me not being able to do that battle on Battle Rap Media started my conversation with Shatta. Like, I can't get some of the things done. Like, I don't have the power to make the final decision when you come into a company as a partner, opposed to being the owner and the top boss and the top presence and the top name. Star's a big celebrity at that time to me. This guy's coming off a Hot 97 or type of shit. I'm just some battle rap guy that's coming in as a partner, but I'm still underneath you. I don't have the power to make certain decisions. And that battle that I really was big on trying to do spawned some of these like, yo, I really want to do that battle. And that's why Swave ended up in the first main event, because I started the conversation with Swave, but the conversation and negotiations with Math didn't really line up. And then it ended up being Rosenberg Raw as my choice. So that was our first main event ever. But not being able to do Math Hoffa versus Swave Seva was in the midst of that formula of RBE being created. And the reason why I want to do that matchup is because from the outside looking in, the respect that I have for these two guys, like I don't know. It's just something that you could read on a man. You develop it. You could be born with certain instincts. You could have certain experiences that show you traits within a man to make you understand, like, this is that type of person. That's that type of person. You know what I'm saying? And there was things that was happening in battle rap culture, whether I was there, whether I was involved in it, or whether I was from the outside looking in with Swave, while I was painting a character on him. And Swave, me trying to book him or booking him for my first event, it wasn't just only about his talent. It was me saying, I like this guy's character. I just want to work with him. I respect his character. And Math was similar to me. Now, Math had not a personality, a reputation back then of being like a bully and all that type of stuff. And yada, yada. Obviously, this is way before the Diz battle. So before the Diz battle, people were walking on eggshells around fucking Math. You know what I'm saying? It was just like everybody was just like fearful of this guy. I'd be around him. First of all, I don't carry that mantra anyway. I have like a fear no man type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be around Matt, like, this is another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I don't care what he did in fucking Brooklyn. Whether he bust his gun, whether he punched this battle rap, or he did this on the stage with those or whatever. I didn't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? When I was around him, I just was getting the energy and the vibe of just like a solid guy. That's it. Even our negotiations early on was solid. I was just developing a respect for him. So that coming together is why I want to see, one of the reasons why I just want to see those two guys in front of each other. A guy with, the statures match, the reputations match, the auras match, the character matches, the ability, talent-wise, matches. That should have been RBE. I shouldn't say should have been. Could have been RBE's first main event ever. And I don't want to say should have because shout out to my nigga Raw, but could have been RBE's first main event. So Math having a lot of DNA in RBE's company over the years of putting in work with us, and even me going through things at the time and bouncing around, like I said, all these pieces, and the next thing you know, it comes to a certain moment. Math and Sway was part of creating that. So just a little story once again for anybody that either didn't hear a little bit more of that detail, didn't watch the documentary, didn't watch that old blog. Shout out to Math, man. I fuck with Math way past battle rap, man. He's one of those few guys I fuck with past battle rap. And I'm proud to continue to see him on MEO and make money outside of battle rap. And it's also double proud to see my nigga Swave up there too. He's my guys, man. But let's get Hitman on there, man. Hitman Math. Let's make it happen. So quick reminder in history, reminder for Verb, and another one for Math. Y'all want to jump into Vada Fly? Let me get into the comments. Let me see what else I want to talk about before we get out of here. I want to talk about I got Caesar's video to play with y'all. I'm not gonna play the whole 20 minutes of this shit. I'm gonna play some of it. Do y'all want to do Caesar or do y'all want to do Vada Fly? I'm gonna look in the chat. This is why I think that the live is dope. I get to rock out with the folks. Vada or Caesar? Vada. AR12 says Vada. Native says Vada. Unpopular says Vada. Pretty Reese says Rasta says Vada. Everybody there. Caesar ain't getting. I see one that says both, but Caesar ain't get a single vote. Shout out to Norbs in the building. Oh no, that says Forbes at all. So I don't know if that's Norbs because that says Forbes at all. Unless that's Norbs trolling as if he's about to make a lot of money. So I don't know. Either way, shout out to Norbs. Vada. Vada, not a single vote for Caesar. Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave it at, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm cool. All right, let me tell you why Caesar is tripping. Let me get back to my share shit for a second. Hold on. All right, see, we spent a couple minutes figuring it out before, and now we good. We got the audio working together now. You know what I'm saying? You see how we rock? Boom. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I had to get off and stop and Google and figure that shit out. All right, let me let's go back to bringing this up. Let me tell you why Vada is tripping. Vada, I don't know what's up with you, man. Vada, I hope you in here. Vada, I hope you're watching it. I also shout out to my nigga Showtime. But Vada, I don't know what is wrong with you. Share. Let me get my right view back. Boom. All right. Y'all got Vada up on the screen now. RBE Geek Squad. That's right. We didn't accomplish something. You learn something new every day. We learned something new today. All right. Let me tell y'all why Vada is tripping. This fucking guy's a nut. Let me ask y'all something. I just went back to Vada's page. That's what's on my screen right now. But do y'all still see me right now? Do you still see me right now? As I'm scrolling Vada's page, do you still see me? Or did you just see Vada's page only? Chat, Geek Squad, help me out. Y'all still saw me? Okay, so that's how this works. Works the way I assume that it would work. Cool. All right. That means that I could go to the page that I'm sharing, and I don't have to, even though I don't see nothing on my screen but Vada's page right now, y'all can still see what I intend to be on StreamYard. Good. All right. This is why Vada is tripping. So I went to Vada's page about an hour before I cut the stream off. Vada was not supposed to be on this title. I saw a post that he did. I went to his shit. And the reason why I went to his page after I saw a post is I was going to copy his post and I was just going to put it up on the screen with y'all. It's just ask y'all opinions on it. And while I was there scrolling for it, as I'm going down his fucking page, I'm like, yo, Vada is crazy. If you do not follow Vada Fly, y'all need to be following Vada Fly. As I started going down this nigga's page, look at this shit. Yo, we're gonna get some more. Look at this shit, son. What the fuck is up with this nigga Vada, son? Speaking of Caesar, Yo, hold on. I'm tripping because I forgot to like and fucking retweet this bitch. Yo! Vada is crazy, son. Yo, if you do not follow Vada Fly, yo. If you do not, yo, shit making me tear. If you don't follow Vada Fly, look, it's fucking up my voice. It's making me tear for real. Nah, this one is this fucked me up, son. There's more. Hold on, we gonna get there. Yo. If you don't follow Vada Fly, you are crazy. Yo, where is it? Nah, there was other shit. Hold on. This nigga's a nut, son.
When everybody making a negative comment right now, are you good? When I go to jail and I come back out and I flip this shit again 3 times, what are you gonna be doing? Are you still gonna be on my post saying negative stuff? Well, anybody's negative comment doesn't affect anybody, doesn't solve the situation, and it's not gonna help anybody. Everybody making
Yo, the nigga Vada said, I'll just say Big Pun took 80 million and basically said, I'll go to jail, come out and scare y'all again. Yo, Vada. Yo, hold on. I gotta look at the chat. Yo, Queen T. Hold Lord, son. Hold Lord. Queen T says Caesar out of pocket. Yo, shout out to my guy Ivo in the building. He said, enjoy this on my drive up to Oakland. Shout out to Rule Your Day in the building. Yo, Caesar, Vada too. Vada's captured. Yo, look at this. This what pops up on my phone when a scam likely number calls. Yo, Vada's doing too much. Yo, he put up the 0 point shit. Other nigga AD. Yo, Vada, you asshole, son. You the worst nigga. Vada, you the worst nigga, son.
I don't. Investment. You don't own nothing. You don't own nothing. Investment. You sound smart to somebody. I don't. Investment. You don't own nothing. You don't own nothing.
Yo, they killing Envy with these clips now. That's where Mook and Dame went up there, right? Yo, what's your caption here? You sound smart to somebody dumb is a haymaker. Let me find out Dame had better bars than JC. Yo, Vada must be stopped. Vada gotta be stopped.
Why they still play with these 1% legal? Listen, quick, I don't know why they still play with DJ Envy like this, man. This is one of the funniest videos I've seen recently, though. A nigga was be like, yo, look at this. Yo, nigga said nothing about these two looked 1% legal.
Legal?
This shit.
Jay Envy, I got my guy Caesar here. Now, it is the coldest day of the year. I'm minding my business.
Craziest part, my man DJ Envy got a shiesty on, man. Come on, man. Come on,
yo.
Man.
Caesar called me Envy. I got a great clip to go look at. No, it's too cold. Grand Slam. It is too cold. 2 degrees, the coldest day.
I should knew not to trust this nigga right here. This nigga
real
talk.
Like y'all niggas is crazy for giving them people your buddy said. Yo. Oh, that nigga, yo, this was the post I think Vada put up that went viral, 4 million impressions. That's because Vada, that's because you're an asshole on your page, son. What is Vada doing? Vada is covering the case, but in a comedy way, son.
Accused of pocketing $17 million from just 4 properties. As news broke of his arrest, we were interviewing Jeff Robinson, who owns a food truck and car wash in Patterson.
My son, it's my world. And these people took advantage.
His son, Jeff Jr., tragically died in a car accident 6 months ago, leaving 2 children behind. Jeff Jr. had invested $325,000 with PLEAAE in this PLEAAE property.
See, the thing is, when you got people that start coming out with personal stories too, linked to like what the money represented to them. This shit is major. Like,
The
oh
dad
man,
says Pena then went dark.
After I buried my
went
son,
dark on him,
I
huh?
called Caesar. Oh, bro, I'm gonna meet you. I have text correspondence with Caesar, text messages. Oh, I'm running a little behind. He never met me here. But my main concern is getting what's due to those children. It's not fair. The comfort would be when my grandkids are in position when they have trust accounts with that money that he owes those children.
Sad. Look at Vada's hashtag real estate Rico. Yo, just imagine this nigga DoorDash bill. That was enough to start the Rico. Vada must be stopped. Yo, look at this shit. They filled up rooms with this many of our people to lie and scam. God ain't got an hour in a day. They ain't getting drugged. Oh man, look at this room. This was one of their seminars. DJ Envy talking about I never made $1. You ain't made no money from the seminars you was promoting? Damn, dog. These people in there looking for opportunity. Damn. All these niggas probably listen to the Breakfast Club. Yo, this nigga said, I didn't make any money, DJ Envy. Lock him up. Yo, Vada gotta be stopped, B.
Flipping that J.
Flipping that J.
Today, Pro
The
Style
brother,
King, this is
the brother
Pro
that
Style
be
King
on,
right.
that's the brother right there that be on live with Tony the Closer telling that I'ma smoke you. The nigga went on live with Tony the Closer and said, I'ma smoke you in the middle of your brother catching these fucking charges. And you supposed to be one of his partners or his blood brother and all this. He just did a live after the nigga got arrested, talk about Tony Closer, I'ma smoke you. What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all, man?
First time picking.
DJ Envy, what's up with you? DJ Envy, you better come out with a story like, yo, I was fucking, I was muscled into working with them or some shit like that. Like, or remember what happened when they said what happened with Steven Seagal? Remember because we grew up on Steven Seagal and he was a badass. He's kicking everybody's ass and breaking everybody's bones. He had that jiu-jitsu type of shit where he grab it, twist you, boom, 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 break your ankle, break your shin bone, and all that. Steven Seagal was a badass man growing up. It was him and Van Damme and Chuck Norris, and we used to always debate like which one of them niggas are winning a fight and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then we heard that Steven Seagal was getting extorted by the mafia. Now, maybe this was a more immature, younger me, but it just erased all his movies. Like, I was just like, yo, Steven Seagal getting extorted by anybody. You supposed to be breaking niggas' bones. How do you get extorted? And the older me is just like, what does that have to do with the mafia sending 30 niggas to your house to fucking Swiss cheese it? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Steven Seagal got his ass on that fucking stand and testified, from what I remember correctly, right? But DJ Envy, you better have a story like that to actually be moving around with these type of nigga that's gonna get on live with Tony the Closer and say, I'm gonna smoke you in the midst of lawsuits and criminal charges. How do you end up fucking with them as a millionaire yourself? They better have forced you to fuck with them. You better come out and say that. And that ain't gonna work. But I'm just saying. That nigga Vada said, DJ Envy, I didn't make any money. This is when Envy calls out the bread he just picked up.
First time picking up rent, and that's what it's all about. When I tell you about creating general.
Look at these checks. Look at the envelopes he's holding. I'm not laughing at you, DJ Envy, or the circumstances, man. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes right now, man. But I'm laughing. This nigga Vada's just making this whole shit comedy. I didn't make any money, DJ Envy. Lock him up. Yo, he's sitting there holding the bread.
Generational wealth. That's what it is. I picked up. This is some of my rent. He owes me some more.
His rent is picked up. My rent.
Getting started, baby. And that's what it's about. Pro Style jumped into the game. How many houses you bought? 3. About to hopefully close on the 4th one. This guy's trying to get more houses than me. He's gonna start speaking at the seminar. He's gonna be at like 12, 16.
He's gonna be at the seminars. Oh my God, they're killing.
Now, it is the coldest day of the year.
We saw this one on Academics. Yo, Vada, man. I bet y'all didn't know that I was going to be able to mix in me talking about I'm pulling up Caesar and my Vada in the title at the same time. Yeah, I just didn't want to key y'all into it. But Vada must be stopped. Oh, this one. We play this one and I'm off.
Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I look like a church flyer, man.
That dude, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Do I say that when you be in Patterson, New Jersey? What your background look like, son? When I
Shit.
say that,
What's the name of it?
Pun?
No.
When you be out there selling houses with big pun?
Oh, shit. Yo.
Yo, shout out to Caesar, man.
Yo.
This nigga bought big pun.
Shout out to my
And the
brother.
nigga selling houses, son. Yo.
Yo, crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yo, I was gonna play some of the I just really gave a lot of the time while doing that topic on Vada's page. So instead of playing the Caesar video, you know, when he went live, that's like 20 minutes long. Like I said, I wasn't gonna play all of it. Instead of playing it, I'll just speak on what caught my eye. And there's a bunch of things, but I just go on one piece of it. What caught my eye is how early on it seemed forced. It didn't seem genuine. How early on he wanted to clear DJ Envy's name in the video. You're fresh out on bail. You're fresh home. And for me, I would be in a very riled up type of position. I wouldn't be on live at all in that situation at that, especially that time, nothing like that. But he seems to be one of those type of people, right? So for him to even get on live in the first place was a little, all right, buddy. And then prior to that, though, we saw that he had a post or a comment saying something like, I'm loyal to my friends, but I can't say the same about them. Doesn't mean that he's talking about DJ Envy, but that's the relationship that everybody's watching right now. So I'm going to fold that into my larger point in a second. Very early on in that live that he did, he's clearly trying to clear DJ Envy's name. You know, he's saying things like, you know, DJ had nothing to do with this and yada, yada, yada. These videos and these clips and, you know, the proximity and the earnings and all the business and the promotion and all that. There's just a lot of liability on DJ Envy, at least. There's culpability and liability on him, bare minimum. When you start coming down to the dollar and whatever, blah, blah, that's a different story. You know, like, I guess the feds and everybody try to figure that shit out. Lawyers and whatnot try to figure that shit out. But DJ Envy's hands is far from fucking clean. But him trying to remove him like that, it just made me think, like, even though you have posts talking about, like, I can't say the same about all friends being loyal and all that, Caesar needs Envy right now. Because if Envy's a guy that's going to be able to continue to skate not under the radar, because obviously DJ Envy's the real name of this shit, and he's just as much in the hot seat. He doesn't have any charges on him yet. Are they coming? Don't know. Is there a political dance that's happening right now between him and iHeartRadio? Possibly. Don't know. But let's say hypothetically DJ Envy doesn't get charged criminally the way that Caesar did. Maybe he faces civil suits and all that type of shit. But let's just say he doesn't get charged criminally, right? DJ Envy, for the most part, if civil wise, especially where I believe he's at financially, I think he'll be more than okay. And I think that his lawyers at that point would be getting him a pretty decent outcome, especially if at the end he keeps his job. Because what'll happen is a year or 2 years from now, iHeartRadio and the Breakfast Club will just be incurring the controversial views and ears of DJ Envy still being there and would have made it out of this whole fiasco. But that's not going to happen for Caesar. Caesar's already getting charged. Caesar seems to be the person that was at least more on the ground with the people that are starting with these lawsuits, right? That doesn't excuse DJ Envy once again. But I feel like if DJ Envy doesn't get charged, I think he's going to need Envy, especially from a financial support. We don't know if they've had conversations amongst each other, you know, because that clip that we just played, this is why I'm mixing it all together. That clip that we just played, when Potter was clowning, saying that this nigga basically just said, I'm going to go to jail, come out and scam y'all again. Now let's add that to the context of what I'm saying about him needing DJ Envy. Because he's already a jail nigga, it's very possible that in Caesar's mind, he's already he's already saying that I'm gonna go back to jail, but I'm gonna try to fight this in a way where, or I'm looking for a plea or something like that, where I can just get as little time as possible. If somebody comes to me with a 3-year deal, I'm gonna take that. But DJ Envy's gonna be the one that's gonna hold me down. He's gonna be the one that's gonna help me because all my money is tied up right now. I'm already fucked up. We see videos, people coming out saying that instead of giving me my money, he asked me to fucking hold on to some jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So he's not in the greatest spot. But who can help me pay my legal fees? Who could hold down my family potentially while I'm in jail? What do I have to offer DJ Envy? What I have to offer DJ Envy is my fucking hush. And what can DJ Envy give me in return? Financial support. How do we then have that type of deal if I'm ready to go back to jail for a couple and sit down and come back out and get back to it? I do that by trying to alleviate him of any culpability to this situation. I think that was a big piece of what he tried to do in his live. I really think that. I really think that. And I'm not gonna belabor that, but put the pieces together, put that live together, put the timing together, put the circumstances together. I really think that's what just happened. It's not flying over my head, you know, so it just is what it is. All right. Did I put Murder Mook in the title? No, I didn't. So I'll save Murder Mook's topic for another time. Quick updates. I'm gonna get to my supers. Quick updates. Shout out to the intakes. Go to rarebreederent.com. Get your VOD. It's still on sale. $20 for like 22 battles is up there. Shout out to the judging that went down. Winged. There's a new video on the channel right now with Winged and crew of how they judged and the 16 top battlers from the last intake process that they formulated, the 16 battlers that they chose to now move forward within their process, some of that of which will be battling bricks. So they're moving up. Go watch that video. It was fucking suspenseful how they fucking damn near drew the names out of a, not drew them out of a hat, but she revealed the names along with the rest of the team. That was dope. The rest of the team that she's working with to kind of, I guess, come up with these ideas, etc. I gotta come up more to speed on what the fuck y'all got going on, man. But I'm glad that Lawrence and Wing are able to work so independently. That's what bosses do. You know what I'm saying? Winged and Lawrence don't work for me, they work with me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lawrence and Winged. But yeah, shout out to that. We do have some other announcements on the way as well. I really have way more flexibility than I normally would as far as when I announce that stuff. Some of that stuff I think you guys are gonna be real hyped to see. I definitely am hyped to see some of it. But yeah, you're gonna get some other good stuff to round out the year. I know right now we're about to move into November. RBE typically takes off in December, but we do have some work that's happening in December. I think there's an intake card that's happened, or a card by Lawrence and Wing that's happening in December as well. So we got a couple things that's happening in December, and we also got some stuff that's happening in November. We'll get to you on that ASAP. So stay tuned, but support the intake, folks. Support the VOD that's up. Before I get to the supers, if y'all want, I could do another quick small topic. Everybody else, I know, we've been here for a while. If y'all want to drop off, y'all could drop off. I want to talk to my Cologne people for a second. If y'all want to start the drop, go ahead and drop. And I'm gonna get to my supers. I got y'all. I'm not gonna get out of here without rocking with the supers. I got y'all. But I would say over the last year, I've gotten more into my colognes and my scents. Reason why I say over recent years, I'm gonna ask y'all some questions too, and I'm gonna probably come back on the channel comments to really hear y'all out. The reason why I say recently, like the last year I got more into it, is because I was always a guy that kind of stuck with like two colognes almost my whole life, almost my whole entire life. I started to broaden a little bit when a couple years ago, my man Ant, he gave me a Tom Ford cologne, I think for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And I started to wear it I wore it a couple times, and I was getting good feedback on, like, people was really liking it, like, yo, what are you wearing, blah blah blah. And I was like, man, like, I need to expand a little bit more. I can't just keep wearing the same two colognes. So last night, or yesterday afternoon, I was in a very high-end store, and I was doing some clothes shopping, hanging out, and enjoying my Friday. And there's a section of the store where, as a matter of fact, me and Vada was there. Yo, Vada, same spot. That's where I was at. I think Vada on his channel got footage of me and him hanging out there. You know what I'm saying? He was in town and we was just chilling in the mall and shit. But high-end store, I was in there and then I walked around past, you know, the jewelry section and the fragrance section. And there's always people that's there that's, you know, putting people up on game about some of the latest and the greatest. There's a woman there and a guy there, you know, and they was like, they grabbed me for a second. You got a moment? Because I see them. I'm in there so much, like you kind of start to become familiar with people. So because I'm not one of those guys. I'm from New York. So I'm not a guy that you could grab and be like, yo, my man, can I grab you for a second? I walk past people. I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to that. Every day somebody get on a fucking train trying to sell you something. You walking through a store, somebody trying to sell you something, the mall, somebody, yo, you need some shoe cleaner, whatever. Yo, let me use some polisher for you. I'm not that guy. You can't grab me. Like gullible people. You ever be in New York and see some of these tourists walking down the street and a motherfucker that's hustling to walk up to them, put the CD in their hand, say, here, hold that. Yeah, let me tell you. So my name is DJ such and such or MC such and such. And that CD that you're holding right there, that's a dope CD. I just did that. I said, just give me $5, $10 for that right now. And the nigga's already holding it. He like nervous, like, and he goes to his pocket and gives him the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from New York. I'm trained for that shit. Like, you can't get me to stop if I don't want to stop. So these folks, I stop for because I have a rapport with them because I shop there a lot. So like, oh, hey, y'all good? You know what I'm saying? Yo, you gonna check us out for the latest and greatest finally? What's up? Boo, boo? You know, I'm like, all right, you know, very classy, very professional approach and everything. So I spent a couple minutes with them for a second. And they started going over the Creed collection. So you know, pulling out the scents, you know, put them on the little waivers, the scent strips for me and everything. I'm going through them. I'm like, yo, some of those is nice. And it just so happens that I'm starting to expand a little bit more as far as my scents. And then Shorty tells me, she was like, actually, we're in the middle of a seminar right now. There's a seminar in the back, probably like 15 minutes left. So where I was at, I didn't even know they had like this back room. The shit looks like a place where people like get married and shit, like these real formal tables and setup. And you got the cheese spreads out and the crackers and all the dips and all that type of shit. And they serving champagne. And there's a guy back there. He's doing a presentation on Creed. He's doing a presentation on Creed's line. He's going through all the different ingredients, where the ingredients come from, how their scents are made, the process that it goes through, how they try to keep the cost down. It's obviously a sale, but people are in there and they're going through this seminar like as if they're trying to be fragrance professional. So I'm back there and I'm listening. I'm just like, the fucking cologne and perfume and the fragrance and the oils industry is major, you know. And it started to make me feel extremely ignorant in the field. It started to make me feel extremely underknowledged in the field. And then once again, I'm a pup for trying to stay with fucking 2 colognes damn near my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, last year I've been expanding. And I knew where I was at. Like one of the last colognes that I bought prior to these, I bought in the airport a couple weeks ago. And you know, it was like $100 something. In the cologne world, that's not too expensive. But because of the store that I was in, they're not trying to sell you. And I'm not having these type of conversations, and there's no price tags in it while we're talking. In my mind, I know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And I know they got y'all stationed here like this with this type of stuff because it's expensive. So I already know. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can't grab me and sell me something that I don't want. So I leave the seminar and I come back out and I'm just like, you know what? I'm a rock with the main one, which is Creed Aventus. That's like their go-to, their top guy, I guess. And I went with the Creed original Santal, right? Because I enjoyed the scent of those. They even mix well as well, these two guys. They even mix well to create a third. Could, you know, it's a way to even add money to your equation if you want by mixing certain colognes. I get to the register, man, shorty. She rings me up. It's like $1,000 something. These 2 fucking bottles, right? And I know that colognes get expensive. I know that. And I feel like I need to start rocking with y'all, and I need to start reaching out to people like my man Bones Brigante. Shout out to my man Bones Brigante. He does scents the most that I know I've ever met. Goods is another guy that does a lot of colognes, right? But Bones Brigante, man, I feel like he's one of those guys that will go to like a Jacob Javits scent to fucking cologne or scent seminar and shit. And I need to ask him, like, yo, I mean, this shit's cost over $1,000 for these 2 bottles together. How official is Creed's Aventus? Because it seems to be a very popular guy, and damn sure ain't fucking cheap. I want y'all feedback in the comments of some of y'all favorite colognes, and I would love if I could hear this from women. Fellas put me on, but when women got feedback, it's even better, because you will meet women that are knowledgeable about colognes because they buy colognes as gifts for men, right? And they know what they want their man to be smelling like. So I always ask a woman's opinion if possible. Like I said, the main salesperson I was rocking with for this engagement last night, it was a woman. So I asked her, I said, so which one of these would you enjoy the most if you want to date? She told me this one, right? She said, but not, because this shit gets deep. Yo, Bones, holla at me, man. We got to get on the phone. She got deep with it. She was like, but not just a date, because scents cross different types of circumstances, right? You got a scent where if you're sitting across from each other at dinner, you know what I'm saying, where it just feels like, okay, this is a scent that's giving me the indication that this person cares about their upkeep. They take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's a person that's never going to be stepping outside with a fucking bonnet on their head. You know what I'm saying? Or some fucking flip-flops just flopping through the supermarket in they boxes. Like, you ever see women look like they wearing men's boxes and they got a bonnet on, some flip-flops, and they walking through the fucking supermarket just like, yo, sure, you have to come out like that. Like, I ain't trying to overjudge, but come on. Like, you know, take care of your presentation a little bit more. But anyway, Shorty was explaining that. But she was like, this one, she enjoys for like an intimate setting. So like now you're sitting right next to me and it's more like candlelit. And like, we already know that we rock with each other. We got a certain type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that creates a certain type of attraction. You know, that's more than just like, I'm in the supermarket. Oh, yeah, I could walk past this person and tell they take care of themselves and they care about their hygiene, their presentation, their professional, whatever. In a certain sense, like this one in the presentation, this one's supposed to be more geared towards a professional presentation and a strong presentation, of having the wind behind you, of walking into a room and saying that person's about his business. That's what this one's supposed to be about. So y'all jump into the comments, put me on, give me some feedback, put me on to some new scents. Ladies, if y'all have some information to add to them with y'all, all right, because I'm jumping into the field heavier than I ever have before. Let me get to my supers so I can rock with y'all before I get out of here. New members in the building, appreciate you as always. We got Cal Corleone says, my Ninja ARP salute. For me and Condis, when's the next event? You know, we pulling up. Oh, that's the homie that pulls up to a bunch of our Blue Room events too. Shout out to you, homie. Cal Corleone, I'm glad that you made it to the last one, especially in the midst of you enduring such a major loss, and you still made it to Max Out 3. I'm glad you had an opportunity to have a good time at such a time like that in your life. And you still here rocking with us, homie. I appreciate you, man, for real. Next one, we'll see. We'll see. Don't try to put no pressure on the kid, man. Dwayne Brown. Why is my screen so fucking small? It's like smaller than it normally would be. What the fuck? Oh shit. I know how to maximize it a little bit. Oh no, I fucked up. All right. ARP, long-time supporter, first time chat. Would love to have a conversation with you. Dwayne, I appreciate that. You can shoot me a DM on IG. You know what I'm saying? If I come across it and get the opportunity to hit you back, I'll hit you back. You know, I go through some of my random DMs occasionally, not too freaking. I'm being honest. I'm being real. So you can shoot me on IG. Shoot me a DM on IG. We'll see if we converse about anything. Dwayne Brown, support your youth league on all platforms. She-Rock XD or our youth. All right, yes, support his youth league, of course, on all platforms. She-Rock SD. All right, so y'all check that out. And another one here. Appreciate the supers, Dwayne Brown. Y'all make sure y'all help him out after this, giving supers like this to the channel and to the community of RBE. Once again, support our youth league on all platforms. She-Rock SD. All right, y'all check that out. Run your Googles, go to his page, check it out. Go to his channel, see what he got going on, y'all. Members. Salute, y'all. New members. Mr. All the Way, I appreciate the support and the super. Gifted one, AK, gifted one, Rare Breed ENT membership. Salute. Shout out to everybody becoming a part of the membership team. Unpopular, popular opinion. Salute for the super chat. RBE #1 league means #1 until somebody takes the title, not #2 overall. That's all. I appreciate you, G. You know that should be up and down. 4 or 5 months from now, they'll say whoever's the top platform. It'd be a what have you done for me lately, this month, this quarter, this year, and that's all cool. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it when we get our accolades and we get the respect and the appreciation for the work that we put in. But we don't live and die by that. We're not the guys that's out here like we have to be #1 or else we have a problem. Code red, conference call. They're not saying we're #1. That's not us. That's some other niggas. RD Harvey, appreciate the super. Joey 9, YouTube member. I thought you was already a member, Joey 9. I gotta make you a channel mod as well. I gotta remember that. Shout out to Joey 9 in the building. RD Harvey. Oops, personally, I hate to hear when killers take themselves out on their own terms. I'd rather the system, or better yet, let a loved one take them out. So shout out to RD Harvey. Appreciate the super. This is what we spoke about earlier in the live, this particular topic. And people's gonna feel different about it. You know, I voiced my opinions and I respect your opinion. Obviously, I probably was coming across like I was in a rant mode and I had passion towards it. But I do respect a difference of opinion. But sometimes it's just like, nah, what are we doing here? What this person did was so heinous. Like, fuck them. You know, so for this particular person, 18 lives, I'm gonna say that all of them was innocent. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Fuck wall. Honorable 79 ARP. Who do you want to see Verb battle next? Fuck it. Verb's got a contract already. All right, he's got a battle coming up on RB. Okay, all right. I spilled it. I'm not saying who. All right, he's locked in. All right, shit. Coming soon. It's possible we see Lux versus Hitman or Mook versus Nitty on RBE. Yes, I think all things is possible. Everything is possible at RBE. I think we showed that over the years. To stop RBE and stop major things that people want to see, you gotta go to hell and back. You gotta sabotage and you gotta do all types of shit, alleged shit. But yeah, those two in particular battles is absolutely possible. It's not like you're asking me for Jay-Z versus Eminem. That I can't do. Can't do that for y'all. I get some of those tweets, and I feel like some of y'all are dead serious. And maybe y'all think that our capabilities is really of that. And I'm on it. But when I get a DM or a fucking tweet, and I could tell that somebody's dead serious, and they'd be like, yo, ARP, Nas versus Jay-Z, pick it up. I'll be like, really? Like, like really, nigga? Like, come on, man. Like, chill out. Now, the one that I got recently, I think it's justifiable. It's not gonna happen, but I think it's justifiable. People were tweeting me. They was like, yo, ARP Cassidy versus no, not Cassidy, JR Ryder versus Joe Budden. Set it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know both of those guys, and I'm cool with both of those guys. I negotiated with one of them before. You know what I'm saying? So that's more reasonable for somebody to ask. But Joe Budden is retired, let alone to battle rap. When he battled Hollow, he said he was doing it as like a bucket list thing. Forget battle rap. We can't even get Joe to rap on beat. So when y'all was tweeting me about that, I was just like, I understand why y'all think logically RBE can make something like that happen. Understand that. But would it happen? Like the circumstances? Fuck no. The circumstances that's not gonna happen. ARP, work with URL now. They were Eskimos, bro. I don't know what that means. I will never work with those people though. We've said that a bunch of times on the channel. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. Prestavia versus Easy to Block Captain. Hit that join button if you want to see that happen. Shout out to Prestavia, a very talented woman. Shout out to Easy to Block, one of the most talented in the game. It's a dope matchup. Would y'all rather see Prestavia versus Easy to Block Captain on RBE or Chrome though? Because Chrome has a little bit more ties into doing you know, the man woman battles than I do right now. Like we did it before. You know what I'm saying? Like we did ladies and gents event. Remember that? You know, we kicked that off on the RBE side. As far when I say kick it off, I don't mean like I'm like kick off as far as like that type of card stuff where it wasn't down the middle. I think that we were the first to do it. Where we promoted a man versus woman card like that, the intergender whatever card, but every matchup didn't have to fit that mold. So at the top of it, you had Ill Will versus Jeff Trez as a main event, right? But then you had Old Red and Shuni. You had E Hart versus Lotto Black. You had Bonnie versus, was that the card that had Bonnie versus QB, or was Bonnie and QB on closure? In any event, I think you had Blue Cocaine on that card, maybe versus Floss the Boss. I forget. But yeah, we really, you know, try to be creative with that and make it flexible as well. Shit, Raw versus Rex might have even been on that card, ladies and gents. It might have been. But anyway, would y'all rather see that on RBE or Chrome? I don't know. That might be more fitting of Chrome. And shout out to Remy. Remy's got some shit going on. I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing, but Remy's got some shit going on. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Cal again. And we got to dead the narrative that ladies don't come to events. My wife be excited to come. She don't mind staying at 100. So half of your comment is hilarious. I'm going to get at you for half of it. The second half of it, when you said she's a lady and she don't mind standing, that's dope because we had that topic in one of these lives. But that first piece of saying we got to stop the narrative of ladies don't come to events. My wife came. When niggas say that, they're not looking for a married woman. They're looking for the single women, Cal. Like, don't nobody want no fucking beautiful married women in there. They want beautiful single women in there, Cal. Your wife is 100% more than welcome. But I'm just trying to tell you what the niggas is looking for. They're not looking for your married wife, all right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your beautiful wife, man. Appreciate you, Cal. Shout out to the top 16 intake. Marcus the Entertainer, really impressed with I Am Spoken. Drop the Ruler, Ziggy B, OG Prime, and of course, Caution versus Calf was on that card as a one-off. It's a classic brick battle, and that's on the channel right now. Caution Calf isn't out yet. What am I talking about? It's yeah, there's no. I'm bugging. They're on the channel, but they're not public. Okay, yeah, they didn't drop yet, but we did drop some old intake battles that we forgot to release, like 3 from intake 3. Calf was in one of them. That's what my mind was just now. Okay, salute to you, Marcus. Flow Easy. Check out Tied to the Game podcast on YouTube. We talk about a lot of stuff, not really battle rap, but music and life. Shameless plug. Salute ARP in the chat. It's never a shameless plug if you support the RBE channel. I don't want RBE to try to be the only channel on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I support a lot of channels and I say them publicly. You know what I'm saying? I support people publicly because I don't need everything. I don't need every crumb on the plate. Give me my little slice and I'm cool if I earned it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody go over there and check out this man's channel. You know what I'm saying? It's not a shameless plug at all, especially if you're over here supporting us. Appreciate you, homie. And last but not least, I got another new member in here, gifted 1 Rare Breed Entertainment membership. Ray is real 23. Appreciate you. All right, I'm all caught up. Shout out to everybody with the supers and shout out to all the new members that came in today. Members, come be an official member of the channel. I'm now gonna set this video right here, this live. If you was in here, you caught everything. If you wasn't, I'm now about to set this particular video to members only, so it'll be available for playback immediately for the members. It'll be available immediately for members that missed it. And then for anybody else that missed a live, I'll probably set it to public and maybe like tomorrow or something like that, or maybe like Monday. But you know, I gotta look out for the members. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure y'all get y'all early access to the battles and the trailers and the blogs and all that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hold y'all down. I mean, I know y'all are really devout to the channel. I want to try to give y'all that type of content access back too. I might even start putting up some exclusive stuff for y'all as well. And not even in a different bracket, membership bracket, just the same bracket that you're already in. Maybe start putting up a couple videos, small videos, short videos, maybe some type of content as well. Re-edits and stuff like that. Some stuff that I've really had on my mind. And just making it exclusive for members. I'll let y'all know, of course, when I start doing that, though. I won't just blindside y'all. So shout out to the members. But everybody else, y'all will be good. Y'all are never going to miss out on a battle. If you don't have to, you're never going to be forced to become a member to watch a battle ever on RBE. It'll just be like, you'll have to wait a couple because the members got it exclusive for a second or early for a second. But now we're not trying to force nobody to join. We just appreciate everybody that does. All right. So I've never upload no battle on here that would be fully exclusive like that. I wouldn't. If I was going to do that, then I might as well just fucking VOD the shit. Unless y'all feel like that's a method that y'all would want to support. In which case, if it's something that enables me to do battles for y'all, then I'll entertain it. I just opened up an idea. I guess the real point I want to make is don't ever feel forced to be a member, y'all. You're going to have your perks, and the perks are going to grow. But don't feel forced. We still hold down everybody else that's on the channel. We still got y'all. All right. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I'm about to go run some errands. Appreciate y'all for rocking. Almost 2 hours. This was a long live, but I had a good time. Hope y'all enjoyed rocking out. We pulled the Geek Squad in here. We know how to do the audio video shares now too. So I'm going to be adding that type of stuff to my live. It's going to make us have a little bit more fun, which I think is dope. All right. I'm out of here, y'all. You already.